Alright, hey everybody, Johnny B. Goodyear, located in City of Industry, and guess what? We have ourselves a little bit of a reunion here, sorry. This is Steve and
Jeff.
Where are you from, Steve?
Monrovia.
Monrovia?
Ontario.
Ontario, wow. Anyway, earlier today, Lee Shaver and Kim, his wife, was here, and then Ivan was here, and then these guys don't know each other. They've never met, and Steve showed up here first, and Jeff just came second, and I guess it's a full house here. But if anybody else want to come, we got I think Blues can accommodate you guys. So anyway, well, welcome, thank you for coming. And so this is kind of weird
For me too.
Yeah.
So yep, so do you drive a truck?
No. I want to get my CDL, but the only problem I have is I have a felony background, but it's been about 10 years though.
Well, that should be okay, right?
It should be gone.
Yeah. And Steve over here is a bus driver.
Yeah, I drive a school bus.
Yep.
Out here.
And I'm Blue's employee. The star of the show is Blue.
The star of the show.
Well, anyway, once again, I arrived here at 12:30 today, this afternoon. They wouldn't take it, so I'm stuck here till tomorrow at 7. And even then, when they unload me, my 34-hour reset completes at 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'm stuck here tomorrow night. So,
Wow.
yeah. So do you guys have I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Just say hello to Blue.
Hello, Blue.
Hey, Blue.
Blue looks different being...
So now that you've seen Blue in person, what's it like? I mean,
She looks
a little
pretty.
bigger, smaller?
She's pretty on the outside when you
Yeah,
watch
she's pretty
her
on the
earlier.
outside.
Yeah, yep, sure did.
She
Sure
looks
watched
smaller
it.
on the inside, though.
Smaller?
Yeah, a little smaller.
The video makes it a little bit bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's the comforts of home.
It is.
Home on the
I was actually parked over there, but the sun was just beating on the windshield, and the APU couldn't take it. Plus, there's a cell phone tower right in front of us there. Now, if I park over there, then I only get 1 bar. Supposed to parking over there, then I got full bars. So,
Go figure.
I always had a question. How come you don't bring campers?
Yeah, I thought of that.
Well has a pet policy, but they require $750 pet deposit.
Wow.
And I think 350 of that is non-refundable. And even when Blue is parked, I bring campers in here, he gets so nervous. I mean,
Does he?
yeah, he's a house dog. He's definitely not a truck dog. So,
He's not a road dog, huh?
but I thought about it, but no, I don't think. And besides, I just can't imagine dog walking around the floor, jumping up in bed, and me laying on the bed. Just no. Especially when you go in truck stop and the filth that people, dump out in the parking lot.
Right.
You might as well just roll around outside and
In the mud.
Well, what I'd probably end up is, if I had a pet, I'd probably sleep up there, where the dog can't get at, And it just biggest thing is a $750 deposit. Just not to mention the barking when somebody walks by. No.
Interesting.
Where are you picking up?
Hilmar cheese, Hilmar, California. It's just south of Modesto,
Wow.
but it says picking up on Sunday, but it doesn't say what time. And then it delivers to Stevensville, Texas, which is just south of Dallas, I think it is. April 1st, I think that delivers. But anyway, over here I got my own coffee maker, which I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
The Keurig.
I see it every once in a while in videos.
Yeah.
and
I always,
Lot
see,
of-
I always see the microwave on there.
yep, it's just my cabinet. I rarely use it.
How come you don't have a TV in here? You're just not a big TV fan?
I got my internet, and most of the time I mostly don't want it. It's just no room. You know, I when I started trucking, I used to have this satellite dish. Man, I was complete. I used to cook in all of this truck, and then later in my life, then I started saying, I'm gonna carry as little as I can, because you know, you never know when your truck breaks down or you total it, and what are you gonna do? Put all that stuff in a Greyhound bus, and
Yeah.
you know, it's just. But I'm a TV addict, so I'm the temptation of. Holy smokies! It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to get up at 6.
You have Netflix?
Yeah, but I'm even gonna drop that now. I don't really. I don't know. Just don't have that need no more. I guess I'm getting old.
So different.
Yeah, it does.
So Jeff, what do you do?
I deliver newspapers.
Okay.
Not making very much though.
No, at least you're not a bum.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong, you know. I only made $1,300 today for 2 weeks. Wow, it's not exactly the glamorous life.
And you only get 150 every time you come out.
Yeah, I live on $150 a week, and I still have to spend, you know, scale ticket on that, or sometimes some tolls that are not covered by Easy Pass. Take my medications out of that. 150 is not really all that much. That's another thing too that you've got to consider.
You gotta have that budget when you're out on the road.
Yeah, usually too, and the end result of having to not sleep at the regular time takes on your toll. It just. I was actually pretty shocked to learn that the average lifespan of a truck driver was what, 61.
61.
Whew. I'm 47, so
You're still
almost
young.
there.
You're still young.
Almost there.
14 more years. 14 more years and we'll be there, right?
How old are you?
Or
47. I'll be 47 in 1.
or sooner without prior notice.
I'll be 37 in October.
Wow.
So yeah, check it out. If your felony charges was 10 years ago, probably chances are. What about your driving record?
I have a clean drive record. So far.
Yeah, as long as you don't have that over 15 miles an hour over, it'd be good. Anything above that, and they got you on a reckless driving or DUI, forget.
You get that reckless, it's a pain to get rid of.
Yeah.
I thought about going with Swift, but everybody told me don't go with Swift.
Yeah, they got their own. I don't know what they do. It's just.
I saw your video. Was it yesterday? Don't record Swift.
Yeah, there was a Swift driver over there.
A flatbed.
I have a question for you. In California, for us to be school bus drivers, we have to do 20 hours of classroom time and 20 hours of behind the wheel time. How come the trucking industry it almost seems like it's go to the DMV, pass your drive test, pass your written test, here's the keys to an 80,000 pound truck. Do you think that should be more regulated federally?
Well, you know, from what I understand, anybody can go to DMV, take your written tests, study it, get your temps, somehow self-taught yourself, and then take your exam. But chances are nobody's going to hire you.
Right.
Nobody's going to hire you if you don't have that certificate on your walls as you completed this training. So when you go to truck driving school, in my case, I don't know what it is now, but I can only testify in my case where I went to 3 weeks of truck driving school. Now this is way back in 1991, so I'm sure there's a lot of change.
Right. What did you start with? CRST?
Yeah, CRST. We did our classes for a week and a half, I think. Yeah, a week and a half of classes, and then we did the parking lot deal thing, you know, back in, and it was I think it was a cab over back then. 5 students in a truck.
Wow.
You drive 5 miles, and wow, that was your training.
That was it.
You know, I even remember when it was my time to drive, I was actually so tired and falling asleep in the wheel. Like, really, you know. But I'm sure there's a lot more regulated and a lot more requirements on that right now when you go to truck driving school. So.
Right.
So how come you want to give up school bus driving, man? It seems like... Now, how do you deal with all the screaming and all the nagging and... How old are your kids that you drive?
My kids they've already graduated from high school, but they're in a special program to help them.
I'm talking about your school bus kids. What grades do you all...
We do anywhere from pre-K all the way up to high school.
High school.
And I do special needs children. So it's...
Now, which one is the best? Which one's the worst?
I say that the young ones don't know enough to how to act on the bus. The high schoolers know how to act on the bus. So I'd say the worst ones are the middle school.
Right.
Because they want to see what they can get away with and what they can't get away with. And they're in that stage in life where we're trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong. So I always say the middle school. Now,
so
if you got
the middle school
kids,
are usually the rowdiest, and
it depends on the driver. I mean, if you manage your bus properly, you will not have problems. I've learned to tune it out because my main concern is getting the kids to and from school safely. So I'm worried more about the road, of cars pulling out in front of me, kids running out in front of me, doors opening up, just like driving a truck. I gotta worry more about the traffic and everything around me that I've learned to tune out the kids behind me, because my kids know, hey, just sit down, relax, don't get too loud, don't get too rowdy, that's it, and I'm gonna get you to school safely. But my main concern is just the traffic around you. You'd be surprised how many people will run into a bus and get in an accident with a bus, and the first thing they say is, I never saw the bus. It's a big
old yellow square
bus. It's a big old yellow bus. You know, it's like pulling in front of blue and sideswiping blue and go, I never saw a blue, and you're like, it's a big truck. How did you miss me? You know?
Yeah.
So you just learn to tune it out. Concentrate more on driving.
You ever been in an accident?
Oh yeah.
With blue?
No, not with blue. I almost did. I was just telling Steve here that last 2 weeks ago I came down and this car just stopped right in front of me, and it was close to a whiteout, and there was this truck that went on the ditch, and his trailer was half on the road. There were state troopers there. The car just stopped in front of me, and no matter how much I stab brake my trailer, it just wanted to keep on going. So I decided to just take the median. Just I was about probably 3 inches from the car, and I came by and I thought, well, I'm gonna try to see if I can get through it. Worst case scenario, I'll go down the ditch, but I'm not gonna rear end this car. And somehow, by the grace of God, I just whipped right through there, and the car started to move away. And man, I tell you, it was a glorious day. It was,
Sure it was.
it was. I thought I was done for, you know. It just, but God's mercy is something else. It's just beyond belief.
Yeah, it is. With your 20 years on the road, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen on the road?
The weirdest thing I've ever seen on the road was a JB Hunt cab over. All right.
It's old school.
All right. This is a JB Hunt cab over. You got your trailer over here, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Cab over. You got your tires over here, your steer tires, and you got your drive axles here. All right. This was in Pennsylvania. JB Hunt, and this is the wall, a mountain wall here. JB Hunt just jackknifed right into the mountains here, and so the cab had no way to go but to be stuck in the wall like this. Well, of course, the trailer wanted to keep on going, right?
Right.
And so the trailer sheared off the cab right off the chassis, and the JB Hunt cab over was sitting right on the ground, and the chassis and the engine was right underneath the. All right, let's just say this is now the chassis, right? The engine is over here, you know, and the drive's here. So now the trailer is right on top of this right here, and the cab was just sitting right over here, and I thought that was the freakiest thing I've ever seen. I'm not picking on JB Hunt, but it's just, you know, it's what I saw, and it was weird.
I guess that's when you know it's a bad day, right?
Yeah, I actually call some parts of Pennsylvania on 80 the Widowmaker, because it's every winter there's always oh man, there's always some trucks out there on ditches and stuff. So, well, do you guys want to get something to eat or what?
Yeah, we can if you want. Sure.
All right, well, let me park blue over there, that way it's nice and proper.
Okay.
So,
Oh, right there it is.
okay. Hey, they actually get the ride on blue.
Is your camera still recording?
Yep.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Barbara Miller.
Hey, Barb.
Phoenix Straight. Carlos.
They can actually officially tell people they've ridden with blue.
There you go.
How do we do this? Truck's still there. That's part of truck driver's life. You don't become a full-blooded truck driver without backing into something else.
You ever back into another truck?
Oh yeah. I'd hate to admit it, but yep.
Don't forget about your four-ways. That's it.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.